by the sea. It's basically a city by the beach. If you go to Florida, you go there. It's like it's near by the beach. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call it Lauderdale by the sea because it's a city by the sea. And
Man,
not a lot of people are too familiar with that. So when I say that's the reason why I say Fort Lauderdale because a lot of people know that city more than Lauderdale by the city.
man, Backstreets
Yeah,
for coming, man.
I'm by the sea.
Man, we got my homie, man. We got Florida in the building. I appreciate you rocking with me, man, on this good old Thursday, man.
Oh
H
yeah.
down in Florida, Texas shit, man. You already know what go down, but you gotta
Oh
let
you you know
know.
I gotta tap in. I like what y'all doing. So you
I
know me, like I
appreciate it.
got to show my support. You know me by any means necessary.
But let the streets know who you is, where you from, and what new music you got coming.
Well, all right, y'all. Like I said earlier, I go by the name of John Doe. The way I spell my stage name is capital J, the number zero, capital H, capital N.
Uh
And the way I spell Doe is capital T, capital H, and two capital O's. I just want to have a good time. I got like I got a new. I got of course I got some new music coming soon. I'm working on my fourth upcoming album. It's called "The Affiliate Between Friendships and Relationships."
I saw that. Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of like me. I'm giving y'all the differences between a relationship and friendship, but you'll see once I get into that mode. Once the album comes out, you'll definitely see what I'm talking about.
Man,
And then I
okay.
got a yeah, I'm working on the song. I got a song that's coming soon. It's called "Gone." It's like an aggressive type feeling. You know,
Mhm.
so I went. You know, I went aggressive on that. So you'll be like, man, this man went hard. You know what I mean? It kind of gives you that feeling. You know, it's kind of like when you're going through it with somebody and somebody piss you off, you'll feel it. You'll feel
Yeah,
the anger.
I feel
And
it.
it's gonna feature my homeboys Estop Buino and Gaze Luke.
Man, for real, for shit show, man. It's a pleasure to have you again. You got mad at the homie, man. They told me, man, why you get upset when they confuse Fort Lauderdale with Miami? They was like, I think I said the wrong thing. I was like, what happened? But
Oh no, because
all love, though, man.
no
What
the
was that
reason
about?
no the reason why I said that because think about it, right? Like when he hear a person that's from Florida, the first thing that comes out of their mind is Miami.
Yeah, or did
They always look down on Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, Tallahassee. I mean, any state of Florida, they look down on them because I guess they look at it like it's underrated because it's so underrated. So when they first thing that comes to their mind is Miami, like because Miami, they think about the beaches, they think about South Beach, but
yeah,
they don't think about like the trenches. They don't think about other things out that comes with it. But when it comes to Florida, it's like it's a paradise, but also you got a lot of other cases and shootings
mm,
and stuff like that. Just like any other city, you know what I mean? So,
I feel it.
but me, I'm not from Miami, so that's why I said that to you earlier. I didn't mean to say, it is what it is. You
I
feel?
feel it. Who
So
was
yeah,
something like, okay.
I've been making beats off and on for like 15 years.
I feel it. I feel it, man. What's some advice that you can give to the artist that's gonna be watching?
I would say just stay motivated, stay consistent with your craft. Don't let anything or anyone try to tell you otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Because you always gotta have haters. There's always
Mhm.
gotta have people that's gonna tell you, oh, you can't do this or you can't do that. Just stay motivated, promote yourself, get out there, network with people if you have to, play your
I hear
music in
that.
front of
Yep.
people. I mean, I do all of that. Everything I just mentioned, I do everything of that. So promote your music, play your music in front of people if you got to, perform it, because you never know. It might be that one major person that might look at that and be like, yo, I'm gonna take this to the next level. So, saying promote your music,
For sure.
big flyers if you have to, saying promote perform. And it's funny because people keep asking me to perform. I haven't performed yet. So I'm trying to like, do some opening mics,
What's
saying
holding you back from performing? What's going on with that?
or other things outside of music that's that I
Yeah,
gotta
true.
do. But other than that, my I'm trying to be more consistent, with it. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to this
For real.
music thing, you gotta stay consistent with your craft.
For
So
sure.
that's the only way that you'll get further. So
Man,
yeah.
and you from a state, bro, with all that damn talent. So is it hard to break as an artist from Florida?
Yeah, in some ways because it's like
Okay.
yeah, in some ways, but it's like sometimes it gets easier. But and I would say so. The reason why I say some ways because it's like everybody. It's like they always put everybody like in a pedestal, like they gotta compete. For me, like I don't look at it as competition, even though I'm a Florida artist and
Uh-huh.
producer, but I don't look at it as like competition because you gotta like get outside. You gotta be outside of your comfort zone and try to network with other people and other artists. And I've been doing that. So like people look at it as competition, like, oh, you gotta compete with this person, or you gotta like be like this person, or be that individual. Like if I like what you're doing, I'm gonna tap in with you. I don't care if you got like a bigger fan base than me. Like you can have like 1K or 100K subscribers or whatever the case may be. That's not. I don't care about that. Like if we working together, our fan bases could be more bigger. That means our fan base is gonna know each more about each other because we support each other no matter what. So I'm the type of person, an artist, like I'm gonna tap in with you and I'm gonna automatically support you no matter what.
Get crazy in different parts of Florida, like you say, not just Miami. Fort Myers, so many places. Jacksonville, like you say, Tampa. We can go on and on, but is it dangerous as a rapper?
Yes, it's like one of the number one dangerous jobs in America because it's like you gotta be militant. You know what I mean? You gotta like you know what I mean because I could go somewhere, somebody could be watching your every single move. Say like I come from a corner store, right? It could be a person right there inside of his car or her car just watching you coming from that place. Next thing you know, they're following you. Next thing you know, they try to kill you right there on the spot. We all, like you said, we already seen what happened with PNB. I mean, with XSS Tacion, you know what I mean? All them Florida people that passed away, those guys. So it's like, it's messed up. You know what I'm saying? It's a messed up situation.
I feel that, man.
That's why I be telling people you gotta move militant. You gotta like, for the goals for the music thing, just to see where it goes. Like take it to different places. You know what I mean? Like I said, networking. No, I definitely want to travel because I've been in Florida all my life, so I got to do that.
Got to get up out of there, then.
Got to get out of there because even though it's a good state, but it's like beautiful. I got to get out of my comfort zone. That's what I've been doing. So like, as far as like going out and just like promoting myself, just in Florida, but I want to do it like outside of Florida so I can have different connections. I mean, I've already done songs with different artists outside of Florida.
Yeah, because you work with a lot of artists. Who are some of the artists you got on projects? I didn't see a few when I was checking out some of your records.
Okay. I've done songs with artists named Pluto Jr. J0HN T30, Temp Hits.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss a few. Oh yeah, Drip Queen. That's my girlfriend, by the way. Shout out to her.
They all back home out there.
Yeah, she's from out here too. She's in the Fort Lauderdale area. And let's see. Who else I'm missing?
Got you out again, man. I saw you posted something on your page, man. What was your thoughts on Rollo, man? Everybody was kind of turning their back on him.
That kind of like threw me off right there because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, how could you turn back on somebody that's been there for you since day one? Like, this guy's done a lot for his community, like put his people on. He even like I think he bought like a house to make sure that everybody around his circle was good. He paid all the bills, you know what I'm saying, take care of his family. So it's like, how can you turn down on somebody like that? Like, he's done a lot, but it's like, and it's always like it's always like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, when the person sees somebody doing good, they be low key hating, so that way they can take the position because they don't know how long it takes to get there. So they make it sound like, oh, it's a free handout. Like, oh, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna take this position because it's easy as 1, 2, 3, but they don't know what it took to get there. So same thing with Wilder's situation. They did most of his friends or majority of his people, they took his position. So therefore, of course, they're gonna try to make up this whole come up with fake paperwork. This and that and the third, just trying to make a bad example out of this guy. You know what I mean? Like when I saw that situation, I already knew that was not true from the jump, from the get-go.
Gotcha.
That's why I put my thoughts into that. Like I reached out to his family members, like his little brother Chubby. Shout out to him.
Shout out to his camp. It's always getting the thoughts your show. What's your favorite artist type beat to make? Like Migos, UGK, Summer Walker. Like you do a lot of type beats. So what's your favorite artist to play around with?
I do like. I would say, like you said, I would say Migos type beat. I would say like I'll go from like hip hop to rap, R&B, dance hall, a little bit of trap with some melodic in there. Even like like the new artists is like SY Jim. I would say I'll make those type beats, and then I go from Cause I'll listen to the song, like listen to the artist and hear the beat, and then I'll be like, oh, maybe see if I can make that type beat. Cause I'll be having artists hit me up and be like, yo, I want that type beat, I want this and that. So I'm trying to be like one of those producers that have all the sauce, like all the flavors. So when artists come to me, they be like, I only got all the beats for them because I know what they're looking for. So I'll be watching producers like 808, TM 808, DJ Khaled, all them guys. So the guy 26 CJ, he passed away too. I wanted to do a song with him too.
How big is Kodak out there? How big is he?
Oh, his fan base is huge in Florida, like especially in Pompano. Like you go to Pompano, you ask the name Kodak Black, they'll definitely tell you a whole lot about this guy because he's from the project. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like when he came out back in 09, like I think Drake had co-signed him and you know he went from there.
Facts, man. Shout out Kodak, man.
Listen to though. They still listen to him. I've been on him since 09, so
damn, that's a long time, brother. Nah, for real, that's dope to know that, you know what I'm saying, since 2009 to, you know, it's 23 and he's still relevant, still doing things, dropping hits, and he from a Pompano, I don't want to fuck up the name, but Pompano Beach, right?
No, Pompano
Beach, Florida, man. Shout out to the people out there, man. Shout out to you, man. Anybody you want to see some last minute shout outs to, some love to?
Let's see. I want to shout out to my girlfriend Drip Queen again. I want to shout out to her. She's an upcoming artist and producer too. I want to shout out to Deuce Uno. Shout out to Broward Babies. You know, shout out to ITS Have. I want to shout out to my family, of course. Shout out to them. And then shout out to my friends. So yeah, just y'all know who you are. So
shit show, man. Nothing but love, man, all the way from H-Town, man. Plug your YouTube, your IG, your link tree. Let them know where they go follow you and tap in with you.
Yeah, let's get all right. Y'all can follow me at my Instagram. It's DJ Johnny _1 on Instagram. Y'all can follow me on my Snapchat at John Doe, but the way I spell it is JHN THOO, the number 1. Then you can find me on YouTube on John Doe 1. Crazy part is, like I have released one of my latest music, right, on all platforms, but I had to delete all of that off of DistroKid because DistroKid could be tripping, man. They took money out of my account like every single month. I'm like, yo, I'm supposed to be getting royalties from them, but they're taking money out of my account, so I gotta re-release all of that music on a different platform.
What platform are you gonna release it on?
I might release it like on streaming services like, you know, Outnote or, you know, the Moves, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because, well, like when it comes to me, like putting out some of the music on different platforms, like I want to make sure, I just don't like when I put out music on different platforms, they be trying to like take money out of it. You're supposed to be getting royalties from it, but you know how that goes. So it's like, you know, I had like a radio station that liked my song, Keep It Going. Radio Jews had reached out to me, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if she heard it.
That's gonna be dope, man. Backstreets with Cole, man. I appreciate you for rocking with me, man. The interview will be coming soon, man. I appreciate you, man. I should be coming to Florida this year, bro. If I'm down your way, bro, I'm definitely gonna tap in with you.
Yeah, most that we'll definitely tap in.
Nothing but love for you, bro. Like I said, I'm finna